Russia is a patriotic place. Its military parades are truly sights to behold. And as of last year, Russian President Vladimir Putin had an approval rating of close to 90%. Many Russians speak of a sense of pride bordering on a sense of duty to their motherland. And many learn that sense at a very young age. These pictures are from a military camp for children, a couple hours north of Moscow. Here, kids from ages 10 through 16 or so train for 2 weeks straight. They learn military regimens, first aid, and some weapons training too. According to photographer Anton Vinogradov, the camp is a result of parents wanting to instill in their kids the patriotic traditions that they value. In an email interview, he wrote, "They did military service and want to pass on their knowledge to children. Older children like this camp, but smaller boys come here at the insistence of their parents, who want to make them more independent and brave." There have actually been a lot of military camps for children in Russia over the years, and it's a story that the Western media frankly loves. But it's not a story unique to Russia. Not at all. This, for example, is a picture of a camp in China. This is Hungary. And this is a camp in South Korea. What unifies all these places is a strong military tradition and extensive coverage by the press. But what unifies all these pictures is a startling juxtaposition of children and war. And that might be the crux of our fascination with these stories. Children and war don't belong together. And seeing kids playing war evokes something darker. Something like this. These are Somali children who in 1992 got caught up in the brutal civil war in their home country. Or this. This is a Syrian boy being trained to protect his home amid the ongoing conflict there. These aren't children playing games. They're soldiers at war. Now, the kids at that Russian camp aren't going to war, and neither are those South Korean or Hungarian children for that matter, but they are being raised with that sense of pride and duty toward their militaries. Photographer Anton Vinogradov wrote, "Such camps reflect an ideological course of patriotic policy, which is very popular in Russian society." And that's really what these stories are about, the entanglement of patriotism and militarism. It's nothing new, and for the record, it's something Americans are plenty familiar with. Just look at any Memorial Day parade in the United States, or even a presidential inauguration. Military celebration is in the DNA of America, too. Russia, though, takes military patriotism to a new level. Their parades put Americans to shame, and that almost 90% approval rating for Putin? Pollsters argue that Putin's numbers got a boost because he bombed Syria last year. Given all of that, it's not surprising that for many Russian children, loving their country and supporting their country's wars are one and the same thing. To see another glimpse of Russian patriotism, check out this episode on the USSR's secret nuclear cities and the people who continue to live in them today. The USSR didn't want anyone knowing where they were building their bombs, so they created cities that were, at the time, impossible to find. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.